Yes, sixth grade, the last grade of elementary school. Unless you're American, fifth grade is the last grade, but in most countries it's sixth grade. So I'll be sharing with you my sixth grade experience. Just a disclaimer, the people mentioned in this video, I will be using fictional names from my book series. So just try your best to understand. Alright, let's start from the first one. So it was the first day of sixth grade. You know, me and my friends, Charlie Palm, Roger Townsled. You know, it was all going well. Teachers were let's call them Miss K and Miss Hent, shall we? Alright. It was all going well. First day, you know, everything's always good. Until my friend Muller decided to throw a paper plane. Apparently it hit, I'm sure you know what happened. I made a video about it. The crazy thing is the plane wasn't even heading Miss Hent's way. It was heading the opposite direction. And Miss Hent just ripped it up, and that absolutely traumatized me. I can never see aviation the same way ever again. That's why I made the video, in case you haven't seen it. I think it's called Save Aviation, you know, something like that. Well, that's already off to a rough start. Anyways, after the paper plane incident, Miss Hent just decided to become I don't know if you watch this, but there's a Japanese TV show called The Queen's Classroom, featuring a very strict teacher called Maya Akutsu. Girl thinks she's Maya Akutsu, oh my god. Like even Maya Akutsu knows better, man. Anyways, so ever since Miss Hent decided to become some non-existent person in a Japanese TV show, yeah, she just decided to go all demonic mode in that. Wasn't really much, just most of the time our friends just got scolded for not doing their homework or losing their textbooks. Until here comes the part. Every year, my school does a project showcase. It's called Gelar Karyas. And sixth grade get to be the staff of some sort. So, for example, me and Bill Brick, we are the supervisors of third grade. This is just an example. This is what happened. We are the supervisors of third grade. We're supposed to keep track of every single student's project, what their project is about, how many tables and chairs they need, or are you finished or not, something like that. And other than that, there's the student leader, I think. That year, student leader was was Roger. Yeah, he was the student leader. And the MCs were Ail Adler and some other guy who I won't really mention because he's not really important to the story. He's not canon, guys. Don't worry. No offense, no. Yes, and so I was paired with Charlie, and two other people. Let's call one the station below Woolwich. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about if you live in London. Although I'm not sure if any of my viewers are actually from London. But if you are from London, I'm sure you know what's the station below Woolwich. Surely. And the other person let's call her Karan, shall we? Karan. It's just a fictional name. So we were in charge of managing 5th grade. Yeah. So we just basically had to keep track of their progress, like I mentioned. But surprise, surprise, all of my friends in the supervising group, they all had choir practice whenever we had to go and, well, track 5th grade's progress. Well, that was a nasty surprise. I had to just completely do it on my own. And the fact that, well, not all teachers, just Miss Hent, just putting all the pressure on me. Does she not know I'm doing this alone? Everyone else has choir practice. It's honestly quite stupid, but it's not the stupidest part. Yeah, so we had to, at the end of the supervising thing, we had to make a layout for the tables and the chairs. We had to ask how many tables and chairs they need. And 5th grade is showcasing their project at the same day my class are 6th grade. I haven't mentioned this yet, but we have our own projects. 6th grade have our own projects. We have our own projects. So there's 2 groups. The supervising group, we keep track of each class project, and our own project groups. And my project groups was with a few people, not too important to the story, so I won't even mention them. We were making some sort of Roblox game where we just made our school futuristic. But our main futuristic thing was the automatic window wipers. So when we presented it to the class, just 6th grade, not the project showcase yet, Miss Hent told us that it'd be more realistic if we made the wipers animated. And so I had to spend an entire day trying to figure out how to animate it. I completely forgot about the layout. But hey, then again, some of my friends from the project group, when we were making the wipers, they didn't want to help the animation because they thought they already did most of the work. But in reality, it's just me and this one guy who made 80% of the game. Not to mention, well, they didn't want to help with animating it. They said they've done enough, which is a bit ridiculous if you ask me. So, came the next day, and I didn't have a layout yet for 5th grade. And the teacher the teacher leader, I guess, of Gelar Karyas is, we'll call her Miss Image. It's not a very creative name, but that's the best Google Translate can give me. Yeah, the name is translated to English. So, I don't really like Miss Image, okay? And on that day, we had to tell Miss Image how we're doing, our progress in tracking each class and everything. And when I told her I didn't have a layout, she just screamed like, what? She didn't literally scream. I'm just making an expression. Basically just got mad like any teacher would. But hey man, making a Roblox game is hard. It's not just putting 2 rocks next to each other. It's not as easy as that. Yeah. So Miss Image and Miss Hent then forced me to negotiate with the 6th grade supervisor, one of my friends also. We had to make a layout quick. And guess what? apparently the fifth grade teachers, let's call them Mr. Purse and Miss Cissca, they were off sick for the day, so I couldn't confirm to them whether the layout was okay or not. But one of my friends is the son of Mr. Purse, so I asked him for Mr. Purse's email, and he sent it to me straight away. I sent the layout to Miss Cissca and Mr. Purse, and they surprisingly accepted it, no questions asked. And so came a Monday. The project showcase was on Monday for 5th grade and 6th grade. Miss Hent decided it would be best for us to not be live staff. We just have to showcase our projects. And if you don't know what live staff meant, the next day we were given tasks. Like there's gonna be some sort of gatekeeper. We would greet the guests at the front door. And there's also the parent greeters. We would greet the parents, bring them to the front gate. And there's also the exit gatekeepers. They just guard the exit. Of course, there's the MCs, Ail and the other guy. And there's the timekeeper. And the timekeeper for Tuesday was me and Muller. We volunteer. Volunteering is good, guys. Always volunteer. So everything went well. We always coordinate with each other. Like each class gets to visit the Gelar Karyas for about 10 minutes. Correct me if I'm wrong. Each class got to visit for about 10 minutes. And whenever this 10-minute shift would start, me and Muller would always do a countdown, like 3, 2, 1, before we start our timers, to make sure we are not off by a single second. And on the last 10-minute shift, Ail, for some reason, decided to end the entire thing 2 minutes early. That is unbelievable. I didn't tell her the time was up, nor did Muller. And when we got to class, Miss Hent and our substitute teacher, Miss K, was out for the month. Our substitute teacher, Miss Ariba, told us we should analyze what happened today. What did we do good? What can we improve in the next few days? I told her about the Ail ending the entire thing 2 minutes early, and then she just decided to just say, maybe you and Muller's timers were off. How in grumpyvod's multiverse could me and Muller have been off by 2 minutes? Considering that I just mentioned we do countdowns every time every time the 10-minute shift starts. Okay, tell me, give me a scientific explanation. How could we have been off by 2 minutes? Give me an entire report, give me a crime report, give me anything you have that suggests that we have been off by 2 minutes. This just proves that, take this as a lesson, alright guys? In real life, where you're if some of you are gonna work a 9-to-5 job, the higher ranks, they get treated with respect. People bring drinks for them, people get food for them, people do anything they ask. Meanwhile, the lower ranks, they just stupid. They get treated like worthless treasure. Unbelievable. I know it's like a real life lesson. Well, Miss Hent would probably make an excuse. It's to prepare us for the real world. But hey man, it's 6th grade. Surely you can show better equal rights. Well, luckily, nothing too crazy happened ever since that. I mean, sure, me and Roger had a tiny fight about a game, but it wasn't really that big. And so, comes this part. We're heading towards the end of the 23-24 season, nearing the end of my class, where we would all go our separate ways to middle school. And you remember Ail Adler? I'm sure you do. I just mentioned her 2 minutes ago. Yeah? Well, this is where the story continues. So basically, another Gelar Karyas, of course. And this time, timekeepers, we volunteered early. The teachers decided to make us volunteer early. So, what better way to spend... Wait, no, hold on. What better way to do timekeeping than to do it with with the person I hate the most, Ail Adler. Of course. Not only did we have to timekeep, but we also had to supervise. Apparently now it's the kindergartners' projects, along with Muller and another guy. I will call him Ian, I guess. Ian Chinchester. Yeah, so we had to supervise the kindergartners' projects. And while we were running around trying to get to the kindergarten building, it's a separate building from the elementary school building. Something horrible happened. I won't go too deep into it, but let's associate it with insurance fraud, shall we? Ail Adler committed insurance fraud. Yeah, you got that right. Committing insurance fraud at 12 is just absolutely crazy, man. You can get arrested for that. You can get legally arrested for that. Not to mention, Miss Hent just made an excuse saying that, after all, we were running fast, but she just made an excuse for Ail, saying that we were running too fast and she was trying to catch up. She fell down. We should apologize. What is this? Tell me what this is. What am I using to speak right now? A mouth. A mouth. You could have just told us or just shouted at us, wait up. A mouth isn't just used to sing bunch of nonsense K-pop songs, alright? Take this as a lesson. Yeah, it's very unbelievable, man. And after that happened, of course, Ail just had to start a conflict with Roger. I won't go too deep into that, of course. But it was mostly something about calling Roger mean things. I had to confront her about that. And some people, when they get confronted, they use their denial plus ability. That happened on... Hang on, let me check. Give me a moment. Yeah, it happened on... Hang on, June 6th. I confronted her on June 6th. Through Discord. And after I confronted her, me and Roger decided to just go on a voice call and discuss everything that happened today. It was just crazy, man. Of course, you have to start a conflict toward the end of 6th grade. It's always a great way to end a story with a conflict, no? Yeah, I so agree with that. I'm joking, of course. Yeah, so after we voice called, my head felt a bit, yeah, my head hurt. I told Roger about it. He told me it's probably just migraines. But then the next day, guess what? I got sick. Approximately 4 days before I was due to go to London. Yeah, so So I just spent the entire weekend thinking about what happened whilst being sick and hoping that I'll get cured once we're due to go to London. But I wasn't, and we did go to London anyways, but half the time I was in the UK, I was sick. So my family was going to London, Glasgow, Manchester, then back to London. When we were in Manchester, I guess I was a bit better. That was because of this hotel called Kingsley House. It looked absolutely haunted, and my brain was just like, hell no, I'm not spending 2 nights being sick in this haunted apartment. Yeah. So then I became, and I went to the UK just to skip the last few weeks of 6th grade. And then once I got home, it was a parting ceremony. We had to do a dance. We had to receive our certificates. Yeah, everything actually went well. And then all of my friends, like all 22 of them, including myself, we went to a villa somewhere in Bogor, I think. Apparently the parents just made us do worksheets the entire thing, gave us way too much memorabilia. Like any kind of memorabilia. Like I think I had the jacket somewhere. Yeah. A jacket and who knows what else kind of nonsense they're gonna trash my house with. Look, man, I'm the kind of guy who doesn't need memorabilia to remember things, okay? A majority of people probably need memorabilia, but I'm a minority, okay? I'm a minor, okay? And here, I'll set up an example, okay? I'm actually non-religious. I don't really believe in religion, but hey, throughout my entire life, I never disrespected any religion at all. I respect all religions. I respect people's beliefs. And it's your turn to pay me back. Respect the minorities. Okay? My house is not a garbage dump, all right? So take your memorabilia and don't trash my house. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Hopefully the next video won't be another rant video like this. Anyways, you can comment down below to share your 6th grade experiences. I hope you didn't suffer as much as I did, because believe me, you do not. Even describing it gives me the chills. Anyways, goodbye.